The English Premier League, home to some of the world's largest, talented, and wealthiest clubs. The game of football has its roots deep in the heritage of England and the surrounding nations on the islands of Great Britain and Ireland, but many think of England as the key progressor of football from a village brawl to the skillful and beautiful game that we all love. The Premier League, as we know it, is quite young, but there's a lot to know. I won't be covering each and every detail, just a brief introduction to what it is. With all that being said, let's find out. The Premier League, as we know it today, was created on the 20th of February, 1992. The history of the top divisions of England before this are beyond the scope of this video. The idea of a new top league was in the works years before 1992, and during the 1980s, English football was at its lowest, with a 5-year European ban following the 1985 Heysel Stadium disaster. The top tier at the time, the Football Association First Division, was also falling behind its peers, especially Serie A and La Liga, in both revenue and attendance. By the start of the 90s, though, this downward spiral began to turn for the better, with the ban on English clubs in Europe coming to an end and England's runs at the semifinals at the 1990 World Cup. In addition to the continental and international success, English clubs were transitioning to a more business approach with club operations, notably by Martin Edwards, Irving Scholar, and David Dean, securing better broadcast deals and more monetary gain as a whole. This shift began with the idea of the top teams of the First Division breaking away from the Football League and creating a new league. In 1990, serious conversations began between the Big Five clubs of England: Manchester United, Liverpool, Tottenham Hotspur, Everton, and Arsenal, with the London Weekend Television. The FA was soon informed of the idea and eventually supported the motion to create the Breakaway League. At the conclusion of the 1990-91 season, the Founder-Members Agreement was signed, which established the first steps to creating the new league. This new league would remain financially independent from the Football Association and the remaining Football League, however, with the hope to be more competitive in Europe. Sky won the broadcasting rights to the new league for £304 million over 5 years, with the BBC maintaining a highlight broadcast package. The inaugural season of the Premier League was 1992-93, with the first 22 clubs to participate being Arsenal, Aston Villa, Blackburn Rovers, Chelsea, Coventry City, Crystal Palace, Everton, Ipswich Town, Leeds United, Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester United, Middlesbrough, Norwich City, Nottingham Forest, Oldham Athletic, Queen's Park Rovers, Sheffield United, Sheffield Wednesday, Southampton, Tottenham Hotspur, and the original Wimbledon Football Club. A few seasons later, at the 1994-1995 season, 4 clubs were relegated instead of 3, and only 2 were promoted from the Football League First Division. These changes get us to our current format. There are 20 clubs per season, and 3 are relegated to the EFL Championship. 3 points are awarded for a win, 1 for a draw, and 0 for a loss. Premier League teams compete in the FA Cup and the EFL Cup, entering in the later rounds. As of the conclusion of the 24-25 season, several teams have qualified for European competitions. For the Champions League, Liverpool, Arsenal, Manchester City, Chelsea, Newcastle United, and Tottenham Hotspur via winning the Europa League. The Europa League includes Aston Villa and Crystal Palace via the FA Cup. Lastly, the Conference League includes Nottingham Forest, as the EFL Cup winners Newcastle United have already qualified for the Champions League via league position. With all the history out of the way, let us talk about the now. At the start of the 25-26 season, there are still 20 teams all across England. Let's learn more about them. Arsenal, founded December 11th, 1886. Team value, €1.09 billion. Ground, Emirates Stadium. Manager, Mikel Arteta. Aston Villa, founded November 21st, 1874. Team value, €592 million. Ground, Villa Park. Manager, Unai Emery. AFC Bournemouth, founded 1899. Team value, €410.10 million. Ground, Dean Court. Manager, Andoni Iraola. Brentford, founded October 10th, 1889. Team value, €414.08 million. Ground, Brentford Community Stadium. Manager, Keith Andrews. Brighton and Hove Albion, founded June 24th, 1901. Team value, €555.7 million. Ground, Falmer Stadium. Manager, Fabian Herzeler. Burnley, founded May 18th, 1882. Team value, €196.1 million. Ground, Turf Moor. Manager, Scott Parker. Chelsea, founded March 10th, 1905. Team value, €1.06 billion. Ground, Stamford Bridge. Manager, Enzo Maresca. Crystal Palace, founded September 10th, 1905. Team value, €448.2 million. Ground, Selhurst Park. Manager, Oliver Glasner. Everton, founded 1878. Team value, €349.55 million. Ground, Hill Dickinson Stadium. Manager, David Moyes. Fulham, founded 1879. Team value, €351.35 million. Ground, Craven Cottage. Manager, Marco Silva. Leeds United, founded October 17th, 1919. Team value, €211.2 million. Ground, Elland Road. Manager, Daniel Farke. Liverpool, founded June 3rd, 1892. Team value, €867.5 million. Ground, Anfield. Manager, Arne Slot. Manchester City, founded 1894. Team value, €1.32 billion. Ground, City of Manchester Stadium. Manager, Pep Guardiola. Manchester United, founded 1878. Team value, €643 million. Ground, Old Trafford. Manager, Ruben Amorim. Newcastle United, founded 1881. Team value, €651.53 million. Ground, St. James's Park. Manager, Eddie Howe. Nottingham Forest, founded 1865. Team value, €462.35 million. Ground, City Ground. Manager, Nuno Espirito Santo. Sunderland, founded October 1879. Team value, €150.75 million. Ground, Stadium of Light. Manager, Régis Lebris. Tottenham Hotspur, founded September 5th, 1882. Team value, €766.1 million. Ground, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Manager, Thomas Frank. West Ham, founded June 29th, 1895. Team value, €400.3 million. Ground, London Stadium. Manager, Graham Potter. Lastly, Wolverhampton, founded 1877. Team value, €378.7 million. Ground, Molineux Stadium. Manager, Vitor Pereira. A total of 51 teams have played in the Premier League since its inaugural season in 1992-93, but only 7 clubs have claimed the title. Leicester City won in the 2015-16 season with its historically improbable run with seemingly insurmountable 5,000 to 1 odds to win the league. Blackburn Rovers won the 1994-95 season, winning their first top-flight title since 1914. Liverpool has won twice, in 2019-20 and this past season, 2024-25. Arsenal have won thrice, 1997-98, 2001-02, and 2003-04. Chelsea have won 5 times, 2004-2005, 2005-2006, 2009-2010, 2014-2015, and 2016-2017. Manchester City have won 8 times, 2011-2012, 2013-2014, 2017-2018, 2018-2019, 2020-21, 2021-22, 2022-23, and 2023-24. Lastly, the most successful club in Premier League history, Manchester United, have won 13 times under Sir Alex Ferguson, having an incredible run in the 1990s. 1992-93, 1993-94, 1995-96, 1996-97, 1998-99, 1999-2000, 2001, 2002-03, 2006-07, 2007-08, 2008-09, 2010-11, and 2012-13. Most all-time Premier League appearances, Gareth Barry, 653. Oldest Premier League appearance, John Burridge, 43 years, 162 days for Manchester City versus Queen's Park Rangers, May 14th, 1995. Youngest Premier League appearance, Ethan Nwaneri, 15 years, 181 days for Arsenal versus Brentford, September 18th, 2022. The first Premier League goal was Brian Deane for Sheffield United versus Manchester City, August 15th, 1992. Most all-time Premier League goals, Alan Shearer, 260. Oldest Premier League goal, Teddy Sheringham, 40 years, 268 days for West Ham United versus Portsmouth, December 26, 2006. The youngest Premier League goal, James Vaughan, 16 years, 271 days, for Everton versus Crystal Palace, April 10th, 2005. The top 5 assist leaders in Premier League history, Ryan Giggs, 162, Kevin De Bruyne, 119, Cesc Fabregas, 111, Wayne Rooney, 103, Frank Lampard, 102. The top 5 clean sheets in Premier League history, Petr Cech, 202, David James, 169, Mark Schwarzer, 152, David De Gea, 147, and David Seaman, 141. In conclusion, the English Premier League is a force in global football. Whether you know it or not, the game of football kind of runs through England. With its roots going back to the mid-1800s, the game of football would be nothing without these fair isles of Great Britain and Ireland.